Greetings, it is I, Shepherd Chong, and, yeah, I haven't posted anything for a while. Oh gee, Shepherd hasn't posted in months. How surprising! Yeah, no, no there's really nothing surprising there. What might be surprising is what I've been doing most recently, which is in the title. So, I am recording this on February 27th, 2025. I bought Valheim on February 5th, 2025, and up on the screen now, you will see my current playtime. Yeah. So, at over 100 hours of play, I do enjoy the game, and you can probably guess from the title, I've been doing it nothing but single player. And I have not been having an easy time of it. Again, I do enjoy it. It's relaxing is not the right word for it. It's not mind numbing either. Uh Also not really turning my brain off. I guess it's good for my ADHD. I pay a good bit of attention to it. But yeah, the game really does not feel like it's balanced around single player. It feels like it's designed for multiplayer. And let me put that in a little bit into perspective here. So I just did completely vanilla everything on first random seed I got on the first world for about 20 hours. That was about how long it took me to find the rune thing that shows the location of the second boss. And, well, it might have been a bit before that. I don't remember it. Again, it's been a lot this month. Yeah. But it was around the 20th hour that I found that I was just on a really large island and the second boss was not. So I finally decided to do something other than just the vanilla, normal Valheim stuff, and went to the map generator that someone or other has created for Valheim, which is very good. You'll see what my world looks like right now, and then I'm now zoom in on it, sort of, and you can see where the closest location to the second boss is compared to the spawn point. And I discovered that the starting island on that first seed I got is over 3 kilometers long, and I just decided I needed to cheese it because of resource collection is so slow in single player. Like, when I say it took me 20 hours to do this, I'm betting the average person who's just playing it with like maybe 2 or 3 other people just starting it up and don't know much about the game probably got to the second boss in like maybe like 6 hours. It's just the resource collection is just so slow at the beginning. So for perspective, I didn't actually beat the second boss, the Elder, until about 40 hours into the game. Yeah. And that was after I had started looking up, let's go with easier seeds. I'll throw one up here. This is the second seed I used. And it's not the world I beat the Elder on, because I just... Man, some of this stuff has just been so... It's so grindy. Here's the world I beat the Elder on. I mean, that is part of why things are taking long. I need to create a small base in each of the worlds I've been using. I've made 4 total. But just... I am sort of harping on resource gathering in the early game, because after I beat the Elder, I then get access to uh, the next stage of the game without using glitches and cheats and stuff, because, I'm trying. This is my first experience with the game. Trying not to. Resource collection in the swamp biome is so absurdly fast compared to the Black Forest. It's ridiculous. The very first dungeon in the swamp that I went into, I collected almost as much iron as all of the bronze I got from the Black Forest. In one dungeon. It was just... it's insane. Like, what is that balancing? I'm sure there have been plenty of people talking about stuff like this before. Valheim has had a good bit of attention over the years, and it's been around for a while now. I want to say it came out in it first started in 2020 or 2021. I don't know for sure. I know they're relatively close to the full release. Part of why I wanted to play it. But yeah, why am I making this video now at over 100 hours playtime as opposed to earlier? Because the 100 hours of playtime is how long it took me to get to the 4th boss on single player only while cheesing the game. So again, what does that mean? Well, like I said, the first world I created, just all the normal stuff in the normal settings for the game. You can change settings for the worlds you create, like making things easier or harder, like giving yourself more resources. I made one of the 4 worlds I use give me double resources. It was not the world where I got the iron in the swamp from. It's still so ridiculous. But yeah, there's the whole thing with, because you can use a single character. The characters keep your inventory between the different worlds. So if I'm going from the world where I've got the double resources, I can go back to another world, transporting those resources from that double resource world. And it's just easier. It still took me 100 hours. Now, of course, this is also because I don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, there are absolutely people who speedrun this game. Like those seeds I'm using, I specifically looked up what speedrun seeds are. Yeah, just... I do like the game, and I would recommend it. But man, it does not feel like a single-player game. It's just... wow, man. Yeah, I think I've rambled on long enough. That's what I've basically been doing for most of this month. Yeah, jeez. I'm Shepard Chong. I do like Valheim. It really does not feel like a single-player game. Goodbye.